Welcome to a brand new episode of the SpikeNet Friends. I'm super stoked to be back with the crew. I was in Milwaukee covering the Jeep AVCA. Shout out to the AVCA for having us there. It was super fun. And while I was there, I got to witness something very special. One of our Orlando's own making history on her college debut with Arizona State Sun Devil, Orlando's legend, Sun Devil rising star, Elle Mottola. Welcome to the SpikeNet Friends. Welcome, Elle.
you.
We're super excited to have you. Tell me how was the experience for you at the first serve?
I mean, it was amazing, truly. The day we got there, I love how all the matches were right after each other, so we got to watch the first 2 the first day, and then got to watch a little bit right before ours, just kinda watch everything, and really just see the environment that we're gonna step into, and it was a lot of fun. I mean, Adidas set us up with some cool merch, and just kinda competing in that environment is truly special for my first college game.
I
Yeah,
was gonna
I
say
mean,
you're kind of spoiled a little bit. That little first match as a freshman going up in the Pfizer Forum.
Definitely. I was, like, looking it up. I was like, "Wait, the Bucks play here, and this is really cool," and then even, like, the red carpet, I was looking at our schedule and didn't expect all that, and it's, like, Texas, I mean, big names all across the board, so it's just really cool to play in that right away and just kind of, like, compete right out the gate.
yeah. Speaking of Texas, like defending champions, and you start with Texas. Were you nervous? Were you like looking forward to it? How was the team approach when it came to that match?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's kind of like the dream since I was little, so, obviously, I was nervous going into it because like, shows you care a little bit. But, I mean, the senior leadership, we have, like, Jill, Mom, and Noemi who really just kept checking in on each other throughout the whole match and before the match. I mean, we had them scheduled for a while, so we had time to prepare, and really just excitement once I got on that court kind of proved to everyone why I'm here and why Arizona State's here to fight and everything.
I was gonna say, yeah. What is that preparation? What song do you listen? What do you hear? What do you do before that match?
Yeah, we have Paige usually on aux, my roommate. We're both freshmen, so we kinda took it over, surprisingly, but she plays some hype music for us, and we also have Dee, who's our mental coach, and we have, like, a down regulation after games and kind of like a mental focus breath work before games, so it really helps us, and even, like, the night before, we had deregulation to help us sleep better because sometimes before a game, you can be so tense and not be able to sleep. So it was really nice to have her with us.
I was gonna ask you, well, when you were playing, do you
Mm.
felt or you were feeling that that MVP of the match was going to you, or it was totally unexpected?
It was very unexpected because, I mean, the first 2 sets, Una, our outside, was ripping balls. Every single ball I set her was just kill after kill, and she's just phenomenal player, and Noemi too on the right side. Also, our middles were blocking balls like crazy. Really, everyone was firing on all cylinders, and our libero Faith was getting everything up, so I was not really thinking about it. As soon as they took me after the match, I was like, "Oh my goodness, I did not expect it," but it was really nice.
Is there any moment during the match? Like I remember my first game as a freshman was against a top ranked team, and I feel like thinking back at it, I barely remember most of the match just because I was so excited to play in it. Is there a moment there that you're like, I don't even know what happened right now?
Oh, for sure. I mean, even yesterday I was talking to my coach and I was like, "I don't even remember playing." Like, I remember everything that happened, but it's still kind of a blur to me. It was just kinda weird throughout the whole game. I was just like, "I need to play volleyball. I know how to play it, and we're gonna get through this and with a win because that's the kinda team we are." So, it was just really fun and might not remember everything, but definitely a memory that I'll have forever.
What's one of the biggest adjustment coming from club to college, and what was the decision to join Arizona State?
Yeah, I mean, I would say the big adjustment for the school specifically as a setter is probably the speed of the offense. I mean, we have one of the fastest outside balls and just pin to pin in college volleyball, so that was a little hard at the beginning, but thankfully I came in January to kind of get it figured out. And still, like the Texas game was a huge learning experience to help just keep fine-tuning that connection, and my decision to Arizona State was mostly the coaching staff. I didn't know anyone out here at all, and I was looking for somewhere warm, but truly when I talked to the coaches and what JJ has done here in the past 2 years, I was like, "We can continue to grow this program and do some great things."
What are you going to school for? What are you studying?
I'm studying finance, so I did a magnet program at Boone High School for 4
Oh,
years
it's
and have a
great.
good background. Yeah. So, Miss shout out to Mr. Daniel, who was my finance teacher, and he really set me up well, and they have a good business school here, so it was pretty easy choice to stick with finance as my major.
You mentioned Coach JJ. I heard at the press conference that they took us to a surf trip on the preseason.
Oh, yes.
Can you talk a
He's
little bit about that and how was it?
Yeah, he's a big surfer, so we went to Rebel Surf, it's about half an hour away, and it was like a quick class. I've never surfed before. I've done, like, wakeboarding and wake surfing back in Florida, but not true surfing, so it was a quick little class, and half the team went, and then the other half the team went, and we went on small waves to start, and then kinda pushed us right out to the big waves, and I ended up getting up, so it was really fun, thankfully, and one day we could all most of us got up, and JJ's just showing us up every single time he goes on the waves. So, I mean, that's a little annoying, but he's very good at it. Yeah.
What's been the
Um,
focus now that you guys are back in the gym after such a big match?
I mean, just the next match, Minnesota, because that's another huge match, so we're going right into looking at them, really celebrating. We had an off day after, so celebrating on that off day, but as soon as we got back to practice, it was back to work on the offense mostly and just, like, connections.
I was gonna mention Paige. You play with Paige in Winter Park your whole life. You girls dominated. How does it feel to have her in the team, bro?
It's amazing. It's truly a dream come true. I mean, when she committed, I actually shed a tear. I started crying because when I came out here, I didn't know anyone, and with her, roomed in the dorms together, and now we have an apartment together. We actually had classes last semester together. So she's just been someone that I can figure everything out with because even though we have all the girls that are truly supporting us, having someone that's new coming with you is great. And even all the transfer girls that are new, there was a group of us that could really just lean on each other. And Paige, I mean, I love her. She's my best friend, and we've been playing together since we were 9 years old. Our parents coached us for many years, so it's just amazing that we can come out here and compete at the highest level.
Was there any player that you had in mind, like once you committed to Arizona State officially, where you're like, I'm really excited to play with this girl?
I mean, probably Noemi, and just she's just an athlete and really can get after any ball, and she's so competitive in the gym. So, I mean, we got a bunch of huge transfer commits, but that was after I was already committed, and once I got here, it was all the girls are just amazing to play with, but, I mean, Noemi just has a different kinda spark and fire that she brings to the team.
Looking back to your time at Winter Park, uh, can you tell me about that team and how you girls dominated for so long, and how that experience helped you now in college?
Yes, I mean, I played at Winter Park since I was 8 or 9 years old and started with Coach Aaron, then my mom coached me for a while and ended up being Coach Matt for a few years and Coach Wiley. Really just it was like a family there. I was with the same core group of girls for many years, and we never were seen as the biggest team or the strongest team. You'd watch our warm-ups, and then you'd watch TAV's warm-ups, and you'd be like, "These girls are gonna get smacked." But we really just had the ball control and just connection, because I feel like when you have 0 connection with your team, you're never gonna win games. So, I mean, my 16th year, it slowly got better, like, every year, so it was truly unbelievable the last year to win AAUs, ended with the cherry on top, but I still talk to those girls all the time about their college experiences and their upcoming season, so it's just amazing to have those lifelong friendships and the coaches that still support me. They text me after the game immediately, and it's just awesome to have them by my side.
I was gonna say, you mentioned being coached by mom. How was that?
How does
Oh,
it how
I
does it
mean,
being family? You got all your dad and your mom. So start with your
yeah.
mom, then talk a little bit about your dad.
Yeah, my mom, I mean, She's amazing. At the time, it was like 13s, 14s, so I definitely got annoyed with her. And she was a setter, and I started out kind of hitting more, and I didn't wanna transfer fully to a setter because I loved hitting, but I knew that setter was probably what was gonna be in my future, and I would definitely get annoyed at her, but looking back, she's great, and I'm lucky to have her, and she still says advice to me all the time, and it's just kind of great to have her there. Sometimes it can get annoying, but she's my number 1 supporter, so I love her. And my dad, he's usually traveling around with the team all the time, and they had a game at the same time as my game, Texas game, and I saw, like, a picture of him watching my game in the dugout before. And it's just really amazing because 'cause they're awesome supporters, and my dad's always talking about me just to have fun and just go after everything I do with confidence and just 100% give everything you have.
Your brother's an athlete too, right?
Yes, he plays at UCF for baseball. So that's the funny thing because they all played at UCF and everyone's like, "You broke the streak," but yeah.
Uh, you think that that family background helps you? Because I see you like playing all the time, and you're so chill, so sweet. Like you don't, but you were beating the team, but
Mhm.
you're always so calm. Do you think it's just because of the environment that you grew up?
Yeah, I think for sure. I mean, they've just kind of instilled, like, confidence in me, and I feel like we're all the same, like, mentality where it's just, like, keep composed and humble and really just keep working through every point. I mean, I don't really try and look at the score, I just keep going through every point, and my brother and I, like, we're both very calm people. We fought over sports maybe when we were younger, but we're great friends still. So, I mean, having them just have that background and my mom playing all 4 years at UCF as a setter, just always being able to keep me composed too when I was growing up.
We've seen you hit in the past. Was setting like kind of like your mom being like, you know what, setting, you should come to the dark side. This is a little bit cooler. Your shoulder feels a little bit better. Was that kind of a vibe when you were growing up?
Yeah, I've always had huge hands, so JJ talks about it all the time, but that was kind of a thing. Everyone's like, "You have huge hands, like, you can just grab the ball and throw it wherever you want it." And after my 16s year, I started running a 5'1". I kept playing beach volleyball, so I could still kind of have that hitting component part of my game, even though indoor I knew I wouldn't hit, and I still try to be offensive, but beach is a really fun way, and even grass volleyball, that I can still play the sport I love and be a little more offensive.
I remember your senior year, you hit for the for high school.
Yeah.
That was intentional. Or that was just like you were like, you know what, I'm gonna have fun in my senior year and just rip it.
Oh, for sure. I was excited. I mean, we had the spot to fill, and I mean, it's just fun because high school volleyball, all those girls were amazing and just had fun every single practice and game, and just having a little kind of break from all the stress of club or pressure to perform in like a position that is not my own position is just really fun because I can just let loose and hit balls as hard as possible and really just take it out. So it was a lot of fun.
I like to ask setters now with the rule change, with the double rule kind of being a little less lenient. Is that something that in the back of your mind is like, okay, I get to be a little bit more creative, I get to take a lot more risk, or if it, or is it something that you're like, ah, it's the same thing, I don't care.
I mean, I think I can because I can just throw the ball from wherever and not have to worry about it being a double, which I like about that a lot because I just out of body posture, you don't have to worry about keeping it clean. So that's really nice, I think. And in club and high school, I'd rather just let girls play on. I mean, just let them play because one spin of the ball isn't going to change the whole game. So, I mean, I like having that freedom to just throw the ball around.
You mentioned you played since you were 9. Um, how does it feel to, first of all, if that was the goal, always play college, and I don't know if you want to play pro, and how does it feel to to have that dream come true?
Mhm. It's really unreal. People keep texting me and I'm like, it still feels like a dream. I can't believe like I'm here and already played Texas and have huge games coming up and the potential to do so much greatness here because of what Arizona State has given me the opportunity to do. And when I committed, it felt so far away, but it's really gone so fast. And yeah, when I started playing volleyball, I set my mind to it. That's what I wanted to do. And just really I took 3 classes the first semester of my senior year, so I could just train and get ready to be here, and it's been a lot of fun. Sometimes it's pressure moments or stressful, but really just looking at the bigger picture of everything I've done and everything I have more to do.
Obviously, winning a national championship is always like the main goal, but is there now that this is real, now that you're here, is there any specific like personal goals you've set for yourself for the season?
Yeah, I mean, just kind of improving my, consistency as a setter always, and just getting everyone involved because we have so many hitters from every position. We're not dimensional at all. We have outsides, middles, back row, right sides that can really put the ball away. So not depending on one person and really just trusting in all my hitters and always being offensive and maybe increasing my vertical a little bit so I can keep being more aggressive at the net and blocking.
I was gonna
I,
say your
I,
blogging was amazing, and that's something that I've seen you do for all your career. Is that something intentional, or is just like the flow of the game?
I mean, I always love blocking. I think a big block's better than anything else because you're really just shutting down the other hitter. And in club, we'd work on blocking all the time and block line, block angle. I mean, shutting down the biggest hitter messes with their confidence. So really just getting over low and pressed. I mean, it's something that you kinda do train in club, but definitely a lot more in college, and that's why I wanna keep getting better and more intentional at it.
I was gonna say, how's the relationship with coach? I know it's as a setter, you get to talk a lot with coach, even in timeouts. How's that relationship for you? Is it a lot of freedom? Is it like, here's what you get to do, kind of thing? How is that relationship developing for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's freedom to an extent. Obviously, if I make dumb decisions or errors, then he's gonna get on me, and I know that. He has high expectations of the team and all of us, and he always preaches excellence, and that doesn't mean perfection, that just means intentionality through every rep and everything we do. So really, if he gives me something that I need to do in practice or a game, then just hitting that mark. And if he doesn't, then he's gonna get on if I don't, then he's gonna get on me. But just keeping that in the back of my head, and he's always I play cards with him, like, every week, so we have a great relationship, and even in cards, it gets so competitive. Right now, I'm up on him in one game we're playing, and he's been begging to finish it because he can't stand losing, and I can't either, so it's a great relationship we have.
I was gonna ask, I was like, what's the record like in those card games? But I'm glad to hear you're on the winning side.
I don't know if JJ would say that, but there's a bunch of games we play. I don't know if we have an overall record, maybe we should start keeping that.
I know
So
it was a dream for you. I'm sorry, cut you
I,
off. It was a dream for you growing up. What do you think were some things that helped you kind of like stay grounded? Because I know it can get a little, the picture can get so big in your mind, it gets kind of annoying and you kind of lose sight of what's really important. But for somebody growing up that's like, I want to play NCAA, what do you think are some things they can focus on to stay grounded while still, aiming to go to that level?
Yeah, I mean, I would say just taking it tournament by tournament, practice by practice, because at games, and especially at like Triple Crown, you can get consumed by who's watching you and all this stuff. But really, once you play those games, a big thing for me is just zoning it all out. And even in Milwaukee, just being able to focus on me and not what's happening around me, because ultimately that's all I can control and not what other people think of me. So.
that was gonna be my question, Ryan.
I stole your
You
thunder.
cut
I'm
me off,
sorry.
but
No, it's
a-
good.
a- I was gonna ask you too, and I forgot. Grandpa was an athlete too, and if I'm not mistaken, he played with Roberto Clemente. He told me once in
Maybe.
Pittsburgh.
I don't know, he has a lot of stories, but maybe. Yeah, I mean, our whole family is pretty much full of athletes. I mean, my cousin played football at Villanova too, so we all have kind of an athletic gene and just wanna compete all the time. So, I mean, my grandpa, he's hilarious. Every time I talk to him after a game, he's always like, "I've seen you play better." And then after the after Texas game, he was like, "Are we really surprised?" Like, she does it every game, so he's just great, and they're always supporting me. I love calling them, being so far away from home, but they're always supporting me.
I was
So
gonna.
we wonder, like, when you're at the dinner table, who has the athletic bragging rights on the Mottola family?
Oof. I mean, probably my dad right now, but because he's still involved in the pro level. But none of us are really, I mean, like my brother will always give me a tough time because ASU beats UCF in something, UCF beats ASU in something, and he sends it in the family group chat and he's like, go Knights. But ultimately, I mean, we'll see. UCF's coming here in baseball and volleyball this year, so it'll be fun. And we're always just kind of talking smack to each other, but it's all friendly. So
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
nice.
As a freshman, were you you aware that you were gonna be the starter of the team, or that was something that it caught you by surprise when the season started?
I mean, we have 3 great setters here, and unfortunately, I was out for almost 3 months with a shin injury over April and May and June, so I missed the last spring game, so I was kinda worried when that injury would heal fully, and thankfully it healed right on time. But I mean, we have 2 other great setters, Jiva, who we just got, and Issa, and they both support me so much, and I support them so much. So, I mean, JJ instills trust in us every day, and he told us, like, what lineups he was working on and all that stuff, so we knew going into the game who was gonna be on the court, but ultimately throughout the whole summer, and we were all just battling through the position.
Now with like video being, I know when I was playing, video was a big part of what I did when I was playing, watching a lot of video. You know, a kind of player that you get stuck in the video world and you're always watching your own games, you're picking yourself apart. Like, what does that process look like for you?
Mhm. Yeah, for sure. We have, this thing where we do 3 tags a week, and it'll be something we need to improve on and then hype up another teammate or something we did well, and I definitely get frustrated at myself watching myself make a stupid error that I shouldn't have. But we have weekly film sessions I have it with JJ with our position coaches, and it's helpful, just reminders to keep us kinda grounded on things we need to work on, and sometimes I do need to step away from the computer and just move on to the next day, but really just seeing any tendencies that I have and anything that I can fix and just, like, decision making skills like that.
Is there a player that you watch now at the pro level that inspires you and you just take
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton. I didn't watch a ton of pro volleyball. It's kinda crazy now because I would watch, like, Bergen Riley and people like that, and now I'm at the same level as them, and just kind of all the all the setters throughout it. We have I can't remember her name, but I watch this pro setter a lot from a foreign country, and it's just this one skill that I'm working on in particular in the back set and just kinda facing towards the net. I kinda take little things away from all the setters and just different parts of their game.
I know you said you're taking it game by game, but is there any particular game you're excited to kind of match up with another setter in a different team?
Um, I would say I mean, even Minnesota, they run a 5-1 with Swenson. She's a really good setter. So and the next we play, Stanford soon, Logan Parks, great 5-1 physical setter. So these girls I watched in club, like, recently, and they were great freshman setters last year, now gonna be sophomores, so, I mean, I look up to them, and it'll be fun to have that matchup. And just, like, a game in particular is obviously Arizona because 'cause they're our rival and gets pretty heated and some choice words are said, but
Mm.
it'll be a great game, it'll be fun.
You know, have you
That's
ever
always
lost your
fun.
composure? Because you're always so calm. Have you ever? I've never seen you like mad at a game.
Yeah, I'd say maybe for a split second mad at myself first. I'll never get mad at anyone else because there's really no point, that's not gonna help anything, but just mad at myself for stupid errors. But as soon as the whistle blows, the next point, move on. In practice, I'll get more mad at myself, but it's the same thing. If you stay stuck on it, nothing's ever gonna change. So you just kinda have to keep the mentality to move on.
Brian, you have to learn from Elle.
I know. I used to get mad a lot. I got a lot of cards in my college career, so I'm glad you're not in that path. We talked a lot about volleyball, but right now I like to tell people you're obviously a student athlete. How are classes going, and how are you making that balance work? Because I know it's hard work to, get good grades, hit the court. For me, it was mainly like I want to play, so I want my good grades because I want to be able to play. But what's that balance look like for you?
Yes, in the spring, it wasn't bad because I was just in introductory freshman classes, and then over summer, we're required to take classes. So I had a pretty hard math class the second semester in July, and we also had double days going into August, so it was like my final was on a double day. So that was kinda hard. I mean, I had to study the whole week and kind of look ahead at the whole week and pick my off day because that's gonna be focused solely on homework and studying for my class, getting things done early. I have a pretty full schedule this semester with microeconomics and stats and accounting, but the teachers here, I mean, my professor today was talking about our game like the whole class, and he said he bought season tickets after our Texas game, so he was so nice and supportive. So it's amazing just the environment we have here, and all the professors are even connected to the athletics.
Is there a not a plan B, but obviously your dream was to play college. I don't know if it's your dreams to keep playing professionally, but is there a plan that doesn't involve volleyball for you?
Yeah, I mean, probably something in the finance world. Another reason JJ was a huge finance guy before he started coaching volleyball, so he has tons of connections, and I've always kinda wanted to go into, like, a front office job for any kinda sports teams, like, even the love new sports team, just kinda working the financials or something with the MLB and with my dad and something like that, just kinda working more behind the scenes in front office jobs.
Is there any interest in the coaching world? You seem like a very insightful kind of
I mean,
person.
yeah, there might be. We'll see how it plays out, but I I think it'd be fun. I love coaching, I mean, doing privates and coaching 12-year-olds. They just love the game right now, so it's just adorable, and seeing people that love the game just I mean, it's kinda crazy. I still think that I just started playing and still in high school, and then people are recognizing me and saying all this stuff, so it's just truly incredible to be here, and I think maybe coaching one day would help other people find the love of the game.
I will say it goes faster in college. These 4 years go really fast. I will say that from experience. So I would
Mm.
suggest, taking it all in and having some fun as well while playing. Because it once you get, I've been graduated for like 9 years now, and you look back and it feels so far, far away. But it's
Mm.
probably gonna be the best 4 years, even like after playing pro. It's probably the best 4 years of your volleyball career for sure.
What do you do not volleyball related to just like disconnect from all this world?
Noise.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, over summer, we a couple girls on our team love pickleball. So, Jill has pickleball courts at her apartment, so we go and play pickleball, and it's a ton of fun. And there's a bunch of places here to hike. Over summer, it's a little hot to hike, but in spring we did. And there's also like a Salt River tubing place nearby, and it's really cool because I've never seen anything like it. And there's like horses right next to you in the mountains, and you're just floating through the river, and it's pretty nice, and there's just a bunch of things. I mean, just even going out to dinner with the team and some great dinner spots around here, just getting ready and just kinda like a little girls' night out to we went to this, French place the other night at the mall, and it was super good, and we kinda could all just chill together and not really talk about everything we have to do the next week.
I love eating in Orlando. Is there any spots you're missing right now from the Florida side of things?
Yes, definitely. I mean, there's a ton. I love Linda's Steakhouse. Oh my gosh, it's so good. And El Pescatore Italian. There's a ton I'm missing. As soon as I get home, I'm gonna have to, I don't know, maybe eat out a lot, but let's see. Still miss my mom's home cooked meals too, for sure.
So I want to say that Amanda and Emma told me to tell you hi. They were super excited. They were watching the match too and texting me back and forth. So and as a lady brave dad, it was so cool watching you play. We've seen you from since you were a baby, and it makes us feel old, to be honest. But at the same
Wow.
time, it's like we're super proud of you, and
Yeah.
and the way that you're managing this. So shout out to Elle.
Oh,
What
thank
are
you.
some memories from high school that you still look back at and you're like, "Oh, I remember this from this season as a Lady Brave."
Oh my goodness, there's so many. We had I mean, on our senior night, I'm pretty sure everyone said when we got the balloons stuck in the ceiling at Publix and basically almost got kicked out because we would go to that Publix every day for acai bowls. And they were getting a little mad at us because we got 6, 7 balloons for Ray because she tore her ACL, and I'm pretty sure it was Paige's idea. So, it was just kind of a mood lifter, and there was just so many great memories off the court and on the court. During practice, I don't think there was a day where I wasn't, like, dying of laughter. So, it was an amazing experience, and Coach Trumbull really just supported us all and kept that environment as a great experience.
What is now that you're on big screen and TV, what is one piece of advice that you will give to young setters hoping to play at a college level?
I would just say focus on you because your time will come even if you don't see it. I mean, you never know when you're gonna get that opportunity and that chance. It might come sooner than later, and the stage is not as big as people make it seem. It's really just you need to have confidence in yourself and trust in yourself and those around you.
Great advice. That's really mature and good. Right, that's what I
Yeah.
think. I think you should definitely look into getting into coaching.
Yes.
I don't wanna push you to anywhere, but I think you make a great coach.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you, how was dealing with the injury? I know you're so competitive, and
Mhm.
how was that?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty rough because it was a stress reaction, so at first, I didn't think it was maybe just shin splints, and then we got an MRI, and it was like, "You're gonna be a month out," and then I'd slowly come back, and it still hurt, and then I was like, "Maybe another month," and then it still had a little pain, so it was just kinda something that's you can't really do anything, you just have to stay off it to let it heal, so for me, that's very hard, and I was still setting against the wall every single day. I had at least 500 sets against the wall during practice, and I got named the scoreboard manager, so it was like, just watch from the sidelines for a little bit, and I think it might have been a blessing in disguise just to take a step back for a second and just kinda watch and really just technically focus on things to do with my hands and even just 'cause I was getting really competitive and kinda amped up for games coming up, and it's just like, take a step back, focus on yourself, and just kind of relax for a second.
Does it add pressure, like as a freshman, like being hurt and then missing time with the girls?
Mhm. I mean, I always thought it did. Other people would be like, "It's okay, like, you're gonna have time to get back right before." I mean, my original date was, like, end of August, but then I could slowly start doing jumps, and then I would get hard on myself because my timing was off because I hadn't jumped set in 3 months. But, I mean, just Noemi was in the same boat as me, and so was Issa, so having Issa, I mean, as another setter, we're both trying to figure it out again and just getting the reps, every single reps we can, so it was great that I had other people we had, like, pool rehab parties after practice because 'cause we'd have to do, like, aqua jogging and stuff, so we just try to make the most out of it and just kinda support each other through the whole process.
I bet you love that in Arizona.
Oh, yeah, definitely. The pools are very much needed.
I know you call Arizona State home now. Was it always Arizona State when you were getting recruited, or was there any other, like, thought in your mind of like, "Oh, maybe here"?
Yeah, I
ACF?
mean, I'm I always I don't know. I always like, I don't know if I really wanna go to UCF. I didn't put too much thought into it. I kinda wanted to go and do my own thing because everyone in my family has gone to UCF, so I was kinda making my own story. But, I mean, going into June 15th, I had no idea where I was gonna go. I kinda just let it happen because our team my club team kinda peaked later than others, so it was like, at that time, I had no idea what was gonna come on my plate or what was gonna happen, but on June 15th, Arizona State contacted me. I'm pretty sure I called them on that day, but I didn't make my decision till later because I hadn't been here, so I wasn't gonna commit to anywhere until I stepped foot on campus and just kinda saw the environment and watched a game. Like, I waited till October, so I watched a few games, just kinda how everyone interacted and all that stuff because I hadn't really watched Arizona State volleyball before. I started to look here for as a potential school to commit to. So, but once I kind of went on my official visit here, I committed right after because I knew once I stepped foot on campus that this was a place that I wanted to call home.
What are some of those initial thoughts? Because same boat here. When I went to George Mason, I had no idea what George Mason was. I had no idea what they looked like. I know they had like a top 10 play in ESPN at some point. That was all I knew. But I know like once I made my visit, I spent some time with the guys. I was like, okay, I'm ready to call this home. What are
Mhm.
some of the thoughts you were like, okay, you got there? What was going through your mind?
Yeah, I mean, I still remember my official visit like it was yesterday. I went to a football game and it was so hot, but it was a lot of fun and really just interacting with the girls. I went to their dorm and hung out with them. But kinda just finding a place that I would fit in, like, on and off the court, and when I was talking to the girls, they never pushed volleyball on me or anything like that. They were just trying to get to know me as a person, and the coaches even too, so just trying to see also just the convenience of everything because going out of state, I don't have my car here, so everything's very walkable, and I have a scooter to make it even faster, but it's it's an easy place to get around and a place that I could even stay after college, so
I was gonna ask you. You mentioned that your club team peaked late, and you
Mhm.
also mentioned that you stay together for a while. But now I seen like a lot of girls and boys jumping from clubs when they don't get. Could you tell me if that was something that made that team and help you grow as a player? Stay together with that team and not jumping and staying at the same
Mm.
club.
Yeah, I would say loyalty was a big thing for me, and I loved what Winter Park was building in their community. When I started out, it was 3 courts in a different place, and now they have, I think, 9 courts, so it's grown exponentially, and truly just the coaches were so invested in me and my team, and we had the same core group of girls, and just every single practice was something I looked forward to every day. And even though we weren't all D1 immediately at the time, we were playing all these girls that were Power 4, we didn't really care because we were just there to play the sport and have fun and win, and it made it even more fun to not be the top recruits of any position or anything and just kinda prove to everyone and to ourselves that that's not always what matters.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you're a fresh face. People are getting used to you now at Arizona State. You have a really big game one. What is something, if anything, that you want the fans to kind of feel when they watch you play? Like once you're done playing, what is something that you want fans to take home?
I mean, I would say just my composure as a freshman and just kinda being someone that's always there and consistent for the team, but also is very competitive and creates fire when it's needed, so, I mean, even being on Instagram after and seeing what everyone said, it's just kind of amazing all the support I've received, and the fan base here is incredible. All the girls we had the scrimmage at the high school last 2 weeks ago, and the people that came out were amazing, and all the campers from camp came back and said hi, and everyone that met, even some fans traveled to Wisconsin and came over to me and said hi after the game. So I just want people to know that always never hesitate to say hi because I love talking to people about volleyball or not volleyball. If you're an Arizona State fan or not Arizona State fan, then we can make you an Arizona State fan, so yeah,
Well, I'm
but
a believer now. I watched them play, and it was super fun. And
Mhm.
no, not because you're here, but it was super fun. You know what? I bought this hat and I took it off because I was like, it's disrespectful to L. So let me take it off.
Yeah,
You got to rep an Arizona State
I
hat
know. I'm
now.
like,
we can get you guys one.
Cool.
We need some gear. We need some
I
gear
need
for
gear.
sure.
Mhm.
I started asking this question randomly to people on the podcast. If you had to pick our next guest and you could help us get him on the podcast, who's somebody you want to see,
Ooh.
either a girl or a boy, whoever it is,
Whatever you want. Yeah.
whoever you want,
pro coach. It
pro,
doesn't matter.
coach, Winter Park Volleyball, whoever it is, who would you like to see in this podcast?
Probably Issa because I play her in 2 weeks, Issa Umpier, my old right side. So I think it'd be fun to get her on, and we've been talking about the matchup for our game since it got put on the schedule. So I think it'd be fun to hear from her. kinda
I'll make
build
sure
up.
to ask some game plan questions just to get some pointers.
More
Yeah.
technical.
We should check our schedule and do a watch party and watch that matchup together.
Yes, it'll be so fun. I think my club coaches are coming out too. So,
A
Is
little
it in
more fun
Arizona?
question. Oh yeah,
Okay.
yes, it's in Arizona.
they're gonna get a packed home
Oh.
crowd gym
Full gym.
to start
Yeah,
after a big match.
yeah. I think so for sure because we don't really have that many home games to start, so I think it'll be a great way to kick it off, and the tournament's named after Patty Snyder Park, one of our old coaches, so she came into practice today, and she was so excited for us in our season.
How was that for you? I know that would have been super exciting.
For that old head coach to come in.
Yeah.
And she was so sweet and so nice. She had great words to say, and she was basically just saying anyone that has been a part of the program or really knows much about the program would know that this match that we played against Texas wasn't a surprise. It's just kind of something we built up to. So, I mean, I've never met her in person, but I've heard only great things about her and how she supported JJ and the coaching staff from the beginning. So she's a great human and someone I hope to keep learning from.
Do you have any go-to artists when you're in the pregame mode? Who's in the top of your playlist?
Mm, I don't know. I would say we mostly play Rihanna because all the international girls know her too. So she has some great songs and we can all sing along to. So it's really fun.
I've been waiting for some Rihanna music. So is my
Mhm.
fiance. We're always like, maybe a comeback, maybe this year, maybe next year. We don't know.
Yes. I think most of our introduction songs are to Rihanna, so it'll be fun.
Do you get a chance to pick your surf song already?
Yes, I did, the song from Home by Rihanna that's I think it's called Dance in the Dark, something like that, but it's kind of an inside joke with my friends 'cause we always, we always watched Home all the time, and it's a catchy song that everyone knows, so that would be perfect for it.
I thought you were about to sing.
Yeah. I was waiting for the lyrics.
No, it's I don't know why I'm blanking right now, but I'll have to look it up later.
We're
I
on
think it's
time.
time to wrap it up. We really appreciate your time. It's like I said, it's an honor to watch you play, and we're looking forward to see you play again. It was super fun to watch you play at First Serve, and I know you make some noise. I know people are watching now, so welcome to the big leagues.
Thank you.
Thank you for being with us, SpikeNet. Congratulations on your career. It's gonna be a big one. So
Thank you,
Thank
bro.
you.
Shout out.
shout out.